Hey Scorpio, we're going to get you a love message. We're going to tap into the energy of what is blocking Scorpio in romantic love. This oracle card fell out, so I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to put that over there. But we're going to explore what's blocking you in love. We're going to get some advice and guidance on what you need to know right now for your romantic love life moving forward. We're also going to tap into what is coming in for you in romantic love. So let's jump in. So first we have what's blocking Scorpio is being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. Okay. For some of you, you may not be as open and friendly looking as you think. You might be putting off a vibe that tells people like, ooh, they don't want to talk. All right, let's see. Scorpio, what's blocking you in romantic love? You have criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. Maybe that's also part of being cold. If you kind of come off as like cold and criticizing, or if you're having a hard time not seeing the negative in everything or everyone, you know? And then one more card. You have incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. This is a really interesting vibe, Scorpio. It's kind of like this push-pull energy of like, I want you, don't leave. I want you to talk to me, but I'm gonna be cold and criticizing. Bottom of the deck, I'm gonna read it, is fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. I think that's also part of being cold. And maybe that's based off like fear or painful experiences. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What is blocking Scorpio in romantic love? Being cold. Why is that there? I feel like you've dealt with a lot of challenging romantic situations that have made you kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Cold, or not sinister. What the heck's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. It'll come to me. Just like not positive, you know? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. This is like a push-pull energy that we were talking about, right? It's like you want that connection, but then you don't want to be open, or you're afraid of being open. And then the Emperor, he can also be very cold. So this is confirmation. I think for a lot of you watching, you might not be putting out the vibes that you want, or if you feel like being cold and aloof is going to draw people in, I feel like this is coming out as what's blocking you. I don't think it's working as well as you think. All right, Scorpio, why is criticizing there and what's blocking you? You have the Six of Swords. I feel like this is something that you've been trying to work on, being less critical of other people. I'm not sure if you've been criticized a lot too, you know? And then we have the King of Wands and the Justice card with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be like a critical energy. This is giving me like, I feel like you've learned something about this pattern before. There might be a history of a lot of drama in romantic love that causes a lot of conflict and upheaval that could be blocking you, right? Yeah, I think that King of Wands is giving me a domineering energy. So maybe for some, you know, criticizing might help you feel like you're more in control, which maybe feels safer. Okay, this fell out. We have the Page of Pentacles. So I think this is approaching people more friendly. Page of Pentacles can be a friendly energy. And putting yourself out there, mice are flying out. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, why is incomplete there? This is that back and forth push-pull energy. It's like, I want connection, but I don't want connection. I want connection, but I'm too afraid of being vulnerable. Why is incomplete there? We have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Fool card. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like slowly is being in touch more with your emotions, because being cold and in that like strict Emperor energy is blocking you. So If you're feeling like it's not possible for you to tap into more vulnerability safely, just know that it is. It might just take some time. The Three of Wands can be a waiting energy, but the Fool card is encouraging you to take that leap, because I think that might like unlock that block for you. It's not being so rigid and in control of everything, you know? All right, Scorpio, let's see. Put these over here. Put these over here. What is coming in romantic love for Scorpio? Let's see. Scorpio, what do you need to see right now? Let's see. Secrets. That just popped out, and it was sticking out in the deck, and I flipped it back over, and then it came back out, so it wants to come out. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. If you're single, I think that this is more talking about things that you've dealt with in the past, of people not being super honest or afraid that you're going to be vulnerable and then find out like a deep, dark secret about someone. But why is that there for what's coming in? You know, maybe this is you finding something out about someone. For some of you, I feel like it's like a past person that you're not involved with anymore. That's like a mysterious one. Boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, protect them. So maybe this is you finding appropriate boundaries, not being too rigid and not being way too flexible. And then we have, abundance and nurture. I love this. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. I'm getting a healing energy for what's coming in. You might be healing from like learning something painful or like that was hidden from you. But I'm getting that, you know, you're healing from it. You're focusing on how to get in touch with feeling good about yourself and about your life again. And the bottom of the deck, we have nurture. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers. They'll flourish. I also think this is nurturing yourself. I think that's part of the healing energy. And yeah, let's see. Let me shuffle these up good. Let me clear the energy a little bit. All right, Scorpio, so let's see. What is some advice for Scorpio in romantic love? Let's see, Scorpio. King of Wands. Five of Swords. How are these the same cards again? I'm going to bookmark these. I'm going to take them. All right, let's get some advice. Okay. So some advice in romantic love is not going in with a defensive energy when you meet someone new, because starting fresh flopped out of the other oracle deck. So this is remembering that when you meet a new person, they have nothing to do with your past. It's a fresh new slate. So try not to project negative beliefs or negative experiences that you've had with past people. If someone was secretive or lied by omission, don't assume that this person is doing the same as well. The Six of Pentacles is telling me, make sure that you're in situations where there's equal give and take. Now, for you personally, especially with those oracle cards in the beginning, make sure that you are also giving in the relationship and not just... I'm getting, for some of you, it's like, because you have a hard time trusting and being vulnerable, you're having a hard time approaching situations or new people in a natural way. It's almost like I'm getting like you're waiting for them to perform or to prove themselves. And I feel like this is encouraging you not to do that. Take that pressure off. People don't like to be tested. Especially good people who know that they have good intentions. We will learn people with time. It takes some time to get to truly know somebody. I think you're going to be looking really attractive. So maybe this is also, you know, I think you might be focusing on what makes you feel good on the inside and the outside. And that Hermit bounces off that healing energy, that nurturing yourself, going within, taking what you've learned to move forward with a fresh start. And the King of Wands is like, you know, letting your true self show, like letting people get to truly experience you. Because something tells me that you have a lot to offer other people with that King of Wands, you know? All right, we're going to keep starting fresh. 1313 could be significant. It says encouragement, ambition, foundation, and creative endeavors. Communication. Let's get Scorpio an angel card for their love life. What do they need to know right now? Some message of encouragement. We have 1144. High vibes. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner, waiting for you. What's coming is beyond anything you've imagined. A rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. 1144. Yep. So I think that is, you know, softening up, getting your vibe high, right? And being open to welcoming new people and being more approachable, because it looks like there's a beautiful energy coming in for you. This is good. This is good stuff. All right, Scorpio, I hope you have a great week. I hope this was helpful. We'll talk soon. Bye.